Welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm Courtside Ross, here today with Daquan Bracey and my business partner, Courtside Ron. How you doing today?
What's goody?
I'm good, man. Just finished putting in this work for the day. Now I'm just sitting back and relaxing.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Going into the thing you say you putting in work, are you currently training with certain trainers right now, or are you got your own little team that you working on right now? What you got?
I'm with Green Sports Management. So they brought me out here. I'm training with pretty much they trainers within the agency. So that's pretty much it. Well, today we worked out with like one of the dudes that work the Orlando Magic people out.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. How did you so the difference with the workouts, the attacks while you were in college? What's the difference between the college workouts right now as you prepare for the NBA?
It's really just the weights. The weights is a big difference. Like I shaved a lot of fat. I lost weight. Like I'm actually like 170, 171 right now.
And that helps with your speed and everything. Because I believe you about what, 5'10", 5'11", right?
5'10". It helped speed, agility, getting off the ground, my bounce.
So is that something that you needed to do in order to be able to showcase your talent a little bit better?
Yeah, because like my freshman year in college, my body was good. Like I played well, and then we lost our strength and conditioning coach, and we got a new coach, and he was doing a different regimen than the other coach was. So it wasn't good, or it didn't affect me like the other coaches did, but he just wasn't doing the same stuff that the other dude had me doing. So my body was changing because I was getting used to something different. Mm-hmm. So it just didn't help me get myself over that hump, I feel like.
So now that you understand the difference between the workouts and you molding yourself into a prospect, what are you hearing right now when it comes to whether it's GMs, whether it's scouts, whether it's anybody else that maybe that's in the NBA that may know how the politics go? What you hearing about as far as your next journey when it comes to it? Like, are you hearing, Ralph? Are you hearing G League? What do you feel?
So when I talked, I only talked to one team so far, which was the Utah Jazz, and the way that they was talking was like it's a possibility we might draft you, or if we do draft you, you might get put on the G League team. Like, how would you transition? How would you feel about if we drafted you and we put you in that transition? And I pretty much told him, like, I'm willing to do whatever. Like,
facts. Shit.
Like, it don't matter. Like, if you draft me, I'm appreciative. Then if you send me to the G League, that just means I get to work on my game before I come back.
Right.
So,
And with everything being so uncertain right now, that no route to the NBA should be bad. Like whether you get drafted, whether you go the G League route, whether you go get unsigned, get the two-way contract, we got so much uncertainty going on in the world right now. Whatever it takes to get to that next level is all that really matters right now, bro.
Exactly. Right. Like I was just talking to one of like my agency teammates. Like I told him, like at this point, I'm ready to grab a contract that's decent overseas.
Right.
Put a little bit of money in my pocket and then come back and still.
The NBA is a journey, bro. It's a journey. You got years to get to this place. It's a journey. Make sure your family, make sure your health, make sure your people's is good, because the league gonna be there. And I seen some of your footage and some of your game, man. I've been following you for some time. Ross definitely introduced me to you. And he always send these little clips of people. He let me know what they think about him. I'm like, yo, he nice handle, fast, kind of small, but that comes with it. And the thing is, like, I'm looking at your stats. Your best year was your junior year. You averaged nearly 16 and about 4-5 assists. What was it that year following to your senior year? I'm not saying the numbers were bad, but what was the decrease? Was it because of injury? Was it because of coaching? What was it?
It really was just like style of play. Like my freshman year when I came in, like, he was just like, we need you to facilitate, really, like, score when you need to, but we really need you to facilitate for us to be great. So
you're a scoring guard.
Facts.
I don't really say I'm a scoring guard, but I can do both.
Right. What do you want to be? What? Even though you can do both, and most teams require both. Now you in the NBA. Now you're an NBA prospect where you have to have a role.
Right.
Whether you come off the bench, you putting up these 12 points for the people, 10, 12 points. Whether you getting in there, you putting in 6 points, 6 assists. What do you feel comfortable as being?
I feel comfortable as being a scoring guard, but pass first.
Okay. That's what the lead is now. The lead is not about, facilitating as much, right? You may have your small forward or your best player on the team who brings the facilitation in, but right now they need buckets. And watching your game, watching how fast you are, how you attack the basket, watching your strengths, your slickness to the basket, I think that you definitely can go in the NBA and put some buckets up.
Absolutely. Yeah, like the spacing on the floor is different. So like where somebody in college would be in help side, like that's a longer run that you have to come over to help. So if I can see the gap and I penetrate and I see you come over, that's an easy kick out.
Right. Okay. So you think your game fit more NBA than it do college is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Daquan, you shot real well from 3 this year too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like, so going into my sophomore year, like when I had my back injury, like I was on my way to trying to get drafted my sophomore year. And I was on my way. Like we played Texas, I had 24. We played Bama, I had 21. Then we played the team that had beat Indiana that year, I had 25-9. So like pretty much after that, we started our season. In the first game, we played Western Kentucky, and I had like a back spasm, and I couldn't, I played the whole game, but like after that, pretty much like I was done. Like,
right.
I was getting up out of the bed, barely could stand up, lean up. Like I literally had to put my hands on my back to lean myself up.
I know exactly. I got one of them motherfuckers right now. God damn, I know exactly what you said. That shit hurt like a motherfucker.
Man, so when I got hurt my sophomore year going to my junior year, I felt like I had something to prove. Like I needed to show the world, like, I'm really that kid. Like, don't think because I had this injury, it's going to slow me down. I really still got it. So, and my coach, we lost some players due to injury, so he was pretty much like, we need you to do whatever you got to do for us to win, basically. Like, if you feel like you can beat your man every play, beat him, get people involved, but take your wide open shots. Don't force too much. Just play with inside the team. So he pretty much made plays to where on the swing back and the reversal, I would get the ball back so that I wouldn't have to attack right away. So I would use that to my advantage because I have people laid on the curl.
Right.
Try to go under, so I just go back and get the fade.
Right. Because bringing the ball up makes it easy to double team. You bring the ball up.
Yeah.
Right.
So he made it real easy for me my junior year, and then the players that we had surrounding me my junior year could hit shots. So it wasn't like, if I get in the lane, I kick it out, like, you can count that. So that was pretty much how I was getting my points.
I caught a little of your frustrations, man, in the season. One time, I believe you was kind of frustrated. I guess you was saying that, what can a player do if you make the right play and these players don't make the, they don't make the shot that's needed. Not downplaying the teammates.
Yeah,
more like just right, exactly. Frustration.
It's just because when it's a frustration, because not because he missed the shots, because we practice this every day. I see you make this shot every day, like. So when I pass it to you, I'm expecting you to make that shot. Just like when I get in the lane, you expecting me to pass you the ball. So it's not really a frustration of damn, he missed that. Like, why I pass him that? It's just like, damn, you can make that. Like,
right. I'm expecting more out of you on that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, go ahead, Ross.
So that's pretty much what it was for that. And then my senior year, I had so much pieces around me that I didn't have to go into killer mode unless coach was like it's time to go. Like,
Yeah, you shot
it's
45.
time to make
You
it
shot
back up.
44% from the three in like your last season. That's impressive.
And that was a big like point of emphasis with the league. Like every year was something different. So like my freshman year, I blew up. They was like, okay, we gotta see if he can shoot. So then I shot it at like 30 something from three, and they was like, oh, we need him to be more consistent with scoring. So then I go into my junior year, I was consistent. I was like 40 something from the field and like 35, I think, from three. My junior year. So they was like, we need you to be at least 39 and up for your senior year. So when I went in the gym, like that was my main focus, catch and shoot off the dribble, make a move. So that whole summer was pretty much working on the three ball. I still worked on other parts of my game, but my main focus was catch and shoot and like pump faking and taking the side dribble, getting a shot off, making that smooth. So that was pretty much the transition from junior year to senior year.
Okay. So what was the biggest transition coming from Baltimore, where I'm also from as well, and going to Louisiana?
The culture is different. Like if anybody know Baltimore, like it's loud, it's always something going on. Like anything can happen at any moment. Like in wrestling, like it's quiet. You barely hear about any crimes happening, anything happening. Like
So
the people different.
do you feel like it helped your game out at all? You know, being able to relax in a different place?
Yeah, it helped me more with my mental because I felt like I needed that to take my game to the next level. So once I always told my mom, like, no matter what's going on, what's happening, like when I go to college, I'm not staying home.
Right.
Like in order for me to stay home, it had to be like a top tier college that was
right.
home. Other than that, like I wanted to be as far away as possible, no distractions, just me, myself, see like if I really want this or not. Like, do I really think I'm a pro?
And ask you a question now. 4 years, what you fast forward, 4 or 5 years fast forward from high school. What's your answer to that now? How do you feel about that now?
I feel, like it was, that might have been, it wasn't my plan A, but that was definitely the best move I could have made because that coach helped me with my character. He helped me become more of a leader. He helped me understand, like, everything not confrontational. Like, I'm here to help you, not hurt you. And
right. Every time I say something about your game, that I mean I'm saying that you this. I'm just letting you know what I see. Right.
So it's like it kind of bothered me a little bit because at the time, like he would say it and I would score. So it's like I see what you saying, but it's like I scored right there.
I put the ball in the basket. What we talking about? Right.
Yeah, like, but I understood as I got older, like, if you make that pass, instead of shooting the floater, there might be a layup next time.
Yeah.
Like, instead of it being a tough pass, if you get all the way down there, you jump stop, get them in the air, it'll be an easier dump ball.
Yeah.
So, like, once I started to buy in and really feel like he was for me, like, that's when everything else just opened up, and I really didn't care about scoring because everybody on my team could put the ball in the basket. So I just pretty much was facilitating, and whenever they told me, like, we need you to pick it up, I just made a couple of plays here and there, or I did what he asked me to do during that time.
Okay. That's what's up. That's real.
How's the corona affected your workout routine?
At first it messed it up because I ain't had no access to no gyms. So I couldn't really do no on-court work, but I was always just go run a mile, 2 miles, go take a walk.
Right.
Run back to the house.
What'd you say, Ross?
I noticed that. I see that in his stories all the time. Even when he go back home, the ball, he always running.
I'm always running. Like, it's like I don't want nobody to ever feel like they can have one up on me.
Right.
So if I can go outside and just run a mile, 2 miles, I did something as far as getting my legs up. I woke my body up. I did something.
Mm.
So that was pretty much how I woke myself up in the morning when I was home. Get up, throw some shorts on, tie a little shirt around my head, go take my miles, come back in the house, eat. Then I'll probably go hoop or go chill with my god brothers or something like that.
So how did the whole, you had the Corona situation stop the college, stop the tournament, stop everything else, which really was a rivalry not only to players but to the world, because that's where you display your best game at.
And
you have
what's
the social injustice issues that's going on around the world. How can you keep your mind on basketball right now? You on the end that you have a purpose, right? You drive, you want to make the league, so it's easy to think about, I want to get the league. But outside of the NBA, outside of basketball, the world issues that's going on, do they bag your mind a little bit, or do you feel like, and there's nothing wrong with this, do you feel like, okay, you know what, I can't really be into that right now, I got to get into my zone right now, right? What is
like where I'm at with that issue? Like, yeah, everybody see it, everybody know it's messed up. It is what it's been like that for years,
forever,
like,
right. Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, we can't say, oh, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do that. And if they don't want to change, nothing's going to change. So I feel like we as America just keep beating the dead horse.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because every time something happens, they just let people get away with it.
Right.
Let them get away with it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, at a point in time, what do you think people are going to start doing? Protecting themselves.
Right. Absolutely.
So it's not that we want to be that way. It's like, y'all force us to be that way because y'all can't respect the way that we live. Like, that's what all it come down to. And I feel like if they not going to change, then it's going to stay the same. But if they willing to change as a whole, if America is willing to change, then I feel like we'll see dramatic changes in the way police handle certain situations.
So with the NBA, with the COVID situation, right? You have these players saying they're going to wear social justice messages. You have players who feel like this is a distraction towards what's going on, right? And they feel like, look, outside of the distraction, we ain't even sure safe if we're going to be hit. Every day you hear somebody got the corona. So you hit,
exactly.
James Harden had it. So do you think that the NBA should continue the season this year, or do you think that we should come with an effective plan, thrash this out, let's come up with a plan, let's get these future draft prospects together, and let's just go ahead and just scratch this NBA season out? Or do you feel like there's too much on the line as far as history goes to just say be done with the season? How you feel about that?
I mean, at the end of the day, they pros, so this is how they feed their family. Mm. So if we just say, oh, stop the games, mm-hmm. At the end of the day, it's other kids like myself trying to get a paycheck right now. So when they world stop, my world stop. I didn't sign a contract yet. Like I haven't touched my own money yet. So like for me personally, like that is a big issue, but I needed this corona because like my body was still messed up from in season. Like I wasn't fully myself in season, but I was willing to give it all at that moment. Like I felt like I was good enough to get the job done. But I like how I feel right now. Like if my body was like this right now in college, I guarantee I would only did 2 years, 3 at the most. Because I would have shot the ball better. I would have been way stronger. I'd have shot free throws better.
Yeah, you nice, bro. You definitely nice. And I don't tell everybody.
Your free throws is the core.
I don't tell everybody nice, bro. You definitely nice. I definitely seen tapes and seen footage of you seen game, bro. You definitely can ball. I believe you can make it to the pro level. I really do. I don't have that much. I'm not a big. And Ross can say this, I'm not always dependent on small guards. I don't think that they know their role. That's the thing. If you know your like I think if you know that I'm a scoring guard, I'm a scoring guard. If you go in and try to be What I believe what made Nate Robinson, what plagued Nate Robinson outside of the politics of the basketball, right? Outside of that,
Right.
it was the fact that you're not for sure a scoring guard, you're not for sure a playmaking guard. With New York,
Right.
he put some buckets up with Chicago, he was more of a playmaker for him. It was
Right.
never or just this is consistently what I'm getting from him. Like you got
Exactly.
Jackson, who was 5'11", 6th man of the year. Jason Terry, 5'11", 6 feet, 6 man of the year. They scoring guard. They can put up 15, 17 points a game. You're gonna get
Guard another small guard, same way.
Right. So
Yeah.
if you with your strength and with your speed, and when you're shooting the ball, you shoot the ball. Come on, if you could shoot 36, 37% lead from 3-point line, you're gonna stay on the court, bro. You're gonna stay on the court. You're gonna stay on the court. So if you continue to do what you're doing, what the NBA GMs are doing now, which is smart, is that they're willing to waste their pick on something, but they're willing to do the two-way contracts. The undrafted guys are winning in the NBA right now. It's not about the picks no more.
Exactly.
Undrafted second round, the ones that didn't even get drafted, they are winning in the league right now. They want the hidden gems. As long as you understand that, look, I'm okay with getting me some bread overseas. I'm okay with this whole journey. And at that pay, what's your 22, 23, how old are you, man?
Say it again.
22, 23, how old are you?
I'm 23. I just turned 23.
Come on, man. You got eternity, bro. You got eternity. But you got to know
Yeah, like
time you ain't got time to waste.
Yeah, like what's crazy is I'm the type of person because I started with nothing. So how I'm gonna be greedy when I first start out?
Oh man, amen.
So I started playing for nothing.
Right. Amen.
So you telling me you gonna pay me $2,000-$3,000 for a couple of months?
Right.
Like
On me.
I don't
Like
at this point, like I don't care. Like I just need the money. Like people don't understand, like money don't fix everything, but when you got your own money and you don't have to, I couldn't eat today. I spent all my money. Can you send me this? Or asking your mentor, can you send me a couple dollars just so I can grab something to eat? Like this the stuff that I was doing in college. Like to really like my whole college experience, like as far as money wise, like if I didn't hustle and do like my little side stuff on the side, like it would have been like weeks where I didn't even eat type of deal. Like it was some nights where I had to hit my coach up, and you not supposed to really do that.
Right.
And like my coach would tell me, come to his house maybe tomorrow or something, he'd cook something. Like
right.
So that was the stuff like as a black athlete, like I was going through, and it's like
tough,
I'm
man.
going through the injuries and stuff like that. And it's like if you really knew what I was doing to stay where I was at, like you would have been like, how are you doing it off of what you doing? Like I was barely eating, not really drinking no water because I ain't had the money to buy cases of water and stuff like that. Like
so you saying basically if I get the trainers, I get the cooks, I get everything they getting, you ain't even
it's open sesame. It's not even up for discussion. Like I go hard. I don't even like to talk about myself because I don't even do that.
I said, bro, I seen it, bro. And I'll also tell you, I don't give if you whack, I'll tell people they good, bro.
Yeah, like bro. And the way that I move on the court, like if I had the right people that know like the way I move on the court and they know how to build my body type. When I get on the court, my reaction time and stuff gonna speed up.
Yeah, and that's a big thing.
So it ain't like I'm just gonna get bigger and stronger and it's like everything gonna stay the same. Like everything speeds up. So like I'm making a move faster. I'm getting to my spot faster. Like I might bump you quicker than I would bump you before. So like that would be like when you ask my biggest transition from college to NBA would just be my nutrition and just lifting. Because at that point,
that's the biggest difference in life. Let's be honest with you, bro.
Yeah,
it's how you eat and you take care of your body and working it out. Because it's the thing. But like I said, bro, man, like we said, man, I like your game. Ross may have some things I want to talk to you. I like your game a lot. I definitely think you could play in the NBA. I do not say that about anybody. You're not going to hear me say that about everybody. But I do think you could play in the NBA. I think once you continue to develop your patience and you understand, look, this is what I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to do. And the fact that you're already okay with accepting the fact that I can go over here and get some of this overseas money or get some of this G League money and still get to your point. You keep that going, bro. You keep striving in that. You keep working the way you're working with your skill, because you do have skill. You definitely have skill. I don't see no reason why you shouldn't be playing basketball. I didn't see a lot of guards better than you in college this year.
Not too much at all.
I ain't see too many better than you.
That's much respect. That's much respect.
You got to put that work in, continue to strive, continue to be in it, continue to have patience, persistence. And if you need anything as far as what can help your journey, anything when it comes to what's going on in your life, man, you hit Ross, you hit our business is your business. Let us know. Outside of that.
Most definitely.
Work out, willing to help, willing to invest in a lot of different ways to get you to the next level, bro. Because you got it. You definitely got some.
Because that's another part of me. Like, I don't even like. I wanna have the money, but like, I feel like having all the millions. Like, after a while, what you gonna do with it?
Facts.
Like, a lot of people say, "Oh, you gotta go to the NBA. You gotta go to the NBA." But like after a while, what you gonna do with all those millions? Like,
right.
You can't take it with you when you die.
You can't take none of that with you.
So it's like,
and God gave it to you to give it back. You just got to find a great way to put it back. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't need $1 billion, $1 trillion. Just get me comfortable with 6 figures. I'm good with that, cause I'm not gonna run out. Cause I don't like jewelry. You don't see me flossing, all that stuff. Like, just give me a simple watch.
Simple change.
That's it.
Simple Jesus on them, simple peace.
Yeah, like,
I don't need nothing. I don't need too much. I'm already knowing.
And I'm gonna get a simple car, something nice that's simple, don't cost too much. It's gonna look brand new. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. Like, I'm just ready to get into my pro life, cause I feel like I felt I was ready years ago, but now I know I'm ready.
Right.
You said a lot of deep.
Yeah. Bring your remind us really in a good place. Bro.
There's a lot of things that I didn't even know about today. You know,
like
the situation that you're going through right now, a lot of college athletes may be going through, and we don't know about it. The public don't even know about it. I didn't know that. I had no clue.
Yeah.
We assume that.
Like that night you came to the hotel. Like that night you came to the hotel, I barely ate. I barely ate. I probably took like 2 bites of what they ordered, cause I remember that night right before the game, I was like, I know I'm not gonna want to eat this. Like, can y'all give me something else?
I think your hand cover your phone. What's your hand?
Yeah, my fault. They was like, we can't switch it up right now. We already placed the orders or whatever. So I was just like, all right, that's cool. So I had 2 bananas. I took a bite of whatever I had, and I was just drinking out of the jug of water that they had got me after the game.
No way in hell you can play basketball 2 bananas in a jug of water, bro.
And that was what I was doing. Like,
no way.
Like, in college, like, I was eating so bad. Like, it was to the point where my coaches would literally come to me and be like, "Did you eat?" Like, it was to that point, because they could tell on like my body movements or like how I looked that day if I ate or not. Like, it was that bad. And I tell them sometimes, like, "Coach, I don't got it today. I ain't get a chance to make it to the calf."
Damn.
Yo, so the last thing we're gonna ask you, what is one thing that you would change about how athletes are? I'm not saying treated with college basketball, because there are athletes that are treated, substantially. Or
I guarantee Zion, they never went without a meal.
No.
What that you would change about the process of colleges and how they treat the athletes?
I feel like they need to give us a little bit extra money as far as like our Pell Grant and like our stipend, because you expecting us to run through a wall for you, do all this lifting and with the extra conditioning, but at the same time, you're not really giving us the money to keep up our bodies. And y'all not really, as the coaches, y'all can't do too much because the NCAA violations. So it's like, even if y'all want to help, y'all can't really help. So we was going through that type of deal. So it's like, I feel like if they give us more money and it's substantial to like living situations and what we actually do and how we run, I think that college athletes' bodies will look so much better.
Right.
Like, we'll look different. Like, it wouldn't be like, oh, he need to lose weight.
No, you absolutely right. You absolutely right.
Like, so that would be the change I would make if I was in that position. Like, I would make sure, like,
you're pretty much saying that you would be in a point where you make sure that the college kids are getting the nutrition and the money that's needed for them to survive in school. So because like you said, I come to school, I'm 170 pounds, right? Come to college.
Exactly.
You eating McDonald's and Wendy's and shit. That's all you could afford. That's all you could afford.
That's all I was eating.
That's all you could afford.
That's food.
And it definitely messes with your body, man. It definitely does, man. It definitely does.
Yeah, we definitely wish you the best with everything, Daquan.
Yeah.
You know,
Daquan Bracey, man. Look, Daquan Bracey, future NBA prospect, future NBA player in general. Whether the journey take a year, whether it takes 5 years, you're gonna get there. Your heart is in the right place, mind is in the right place. You need anything, I mean, absolutely anything in this journey, whether it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We ain't gotta say too much because we don't want everything in the business. I promise you, hit us up, we'll make it happen, bro. We appreciate you taking the time to do this for us. And
thank you.
What we could do in the future for you, man. Guarantee.
I appreciate y'all taking out the time to pick me first. Like, I really feel honored because it's a lot of basketball players. Like, it's a lot of nice dudes, like, that's playing right now. So, like, to be picked first from my area.
We want the real, though. We don't need the people that's already think they've been there already. We need people that's hungry and passionate, understand that, look, it's a journey. Tell the truth. Everything ain't glitz and glamour while you in college, man. Everything ain't where it's gonna be. You need that.
But it wasn't all peaches and cream, but all that stuff made me
you need it. Right.
who I am today.
Absolutely.
Like, it made me appreciate the dollar more. Like, it made me not go out certain nights my senior year because I knew how I would feel for that practice that next morning. Like, I really, over the years, like all of that helped me mature and helped me see like life different. So like about time, like, I'm mad that it took that long, but you gotta take those bumps.
Well, you may think it's long because you're in it, bro. You're not. It's not long. It's on pace. Your own pace. Your own pace.
Yeah.
Your own pace, bro. You talking to guys that 30 years old. I'm 32 years old. Talking to guys that have seen athletes come and go. We've seen our McDonald players get to college, don't even get in the game. I've seen all top athletes get drafted and don't even sniff on the court now one time. We have seen the transition. I used to tell Ross a long time ago. I said, yo, these kids gonna be going to HBCU soon. Watch, you gonna see they're gonna have to, right? The game is changing. So the thing is that as long as you can find peace in your pace, you're fine, bro. Be okay with what fits you and what fits you. Don't look at no other person. Don't look at what they was doing by they was 25, what they was doing by 28. Be okay with Daquan Bracey's pace and say, look, what God has in store for me, whether I'm going to be overseas making six figures, whether I'm going to be in the league, give me a high 6-figure, 7-figure check, I'm okay with where he got me at. And you're going to make it, bro. You're going to make it. We're going to be seeing your name on some roster team, bro. Ain't a lot of guards that came into the NBA as nice as you that I in a couple of years that I have seen what's going on, and they ain't got the right mind on their shoulders. One thing about the NBA, they want maturity.
Yo, keep it 100 with you.
They don't care, but they want maturity, and you already offer maturity. You're gonna be fine.
Keep it 100 with you, Daquan. That's a lottery pick in the NBA that played in the NBA that you're better. And that's facts. I'm not gonna name no names, no disrespect, but we just being honest. And like I said, we
lottery picks, not sniff the court, bro. It don't matter if you get drafted or not.
Yeah,
That don't matter no more. It's about who's gonna be there 2-3 years from now, 4 years from now, 5 years from now.
Exactly.
So as long as you keep.
And I'm fine with that. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, and like I tried to talk to my mentor about it because he stuck with, because I've been talking about the league since I was 7, 8 years old, and we always stuck by that dream. So it's like he always pushed me the extra mile. Like, I even took a step back from AAU basketball and playing on the circuit my 17U to give kids around my area a chance to go to college because none of them had offers from anywhere. And I was set in stone. I could have sat on my behind the whole summer and said I was going to Georgetown. But instead of doing that, I was like, I'm gonna grind with the kids I grew up with. We were young, 6, 7, 8 years old, 9, 10 years old. We played against each other, played together. Like, ain't no way that you gonna tell me that I'm going to school and y'all gonna be sitting home. I'm not having it. Like, y'all wouldn't do that to me, so I'm not gonna have y'all looking like that. So I told my mentor, Coach Chu, I begged him for years to get a team because I already knew, like, if you coach me, my mentality to the game gonna be different.
Right.
Because you believe in me on a different level that don't nobody else believe in me in.
Right.
So once you got the belief from your coach, somebody that's been there, like it's over. Like the stuff
once you get confidence from anybody, like you get confidence from your girl. Your girl be like, yo, I'm like, with you. And you mom, I like what you got. You damn little baby, fuck with me good.
For real, like. So that team, it ended up, like, everybody on that team ended up getting, like, D2 and D3 scholarships. Like, everybody ended up going to school.
That's God gonna bless that, man. You just keep your head tight. You keep working. You get you some. Make sure you sleeping. And I know kids be doing certain things. Make sure you fight off the mindset that don't let nothing happen to you. As far as, like, don't let drinking get you. Don't let weed get you.
Yeah.
All that. Keep that shit at the way that it needs to be.
Exactly.
It'll be fine. Trust me, bro. Trust me, it'll be fine. Because one thing, I love weed like the next person. I'm being honest, but I'm 30 years old. I'm not trying to play basketball.
Exactly. Right.
If I was 23, fam, I wasn't even smoking at 23. I wasn't even trying it. I did it before, but I wasn't even caring about it at 23. I was still in the mindset that I could still do this and still do that. So put yourself in a situation and understand, look, whatever you do, don't let social issues abuse your talent, abuse who you are. Stay focused. Your boys, they do what they do. It's cool, but right now you can't be on that right now. And
exactly.
Stay keyed in, man. Stay keyed in, man. It's all love on our end, man. All love.
Thanks. Vice versa.
All right, bet. Well, man, that's Daquan Bracey. We got the conversation with him, future prospect. You hear him. This NBA team that's looking at him. Every year he has changed his game and gotten better and better and better. Whether it was passing, whether it was shooting, whether it was getting you buckets, whatever you need. Be sure to look out for this boy because you're going to see him in the next 2 or 3 years somewhere, man. I guarantee you. Keep your heart where you need to be at, man. It's God love over here, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All day. Peace, man. Be good with it.
All right. Y'all be good.
Thank you.